Hi everyone, I'm Chef Joni and I'm going to show you how to make a Mexican grilled corn.
Which is also called elote. I'm Chef Phillip. You can find elote pretty much anywhere in the streets of Mexico. You can even find them over here in LA. So it's a very delicious Mexican recipe. You can serve it on a side dish on the main entree, or you can also do it as an appetizer.
Okay, and when it's ready, when you grill, you must keep turning, right? So that you won't get charred, but it will get brown or charred a little, but not burnt. Okay, after you bring it out, you want to go and grill for me?
Okay.
While I chop this that is already ready, I chop it into three for easy eating. And then what I'll do is to just pierce this skewer, which I shorten it to be just nice, and then it's ready for plating. Okay, what I'll do is I will put it on the plate, and then I will brush with butter, melted butter, and then after that I would top it with cheese and to make it color, I will put some paprika or any other chili sauce, powder, or even cayenne pepper, or a mixture of the chilies. Okay, the finished product is will be shown there. Okay, now we are going to show you how to make chicken enchilada with baked potatoes.
Okay, so this recipe is a little bit of my grandmother's recipe, and it's been altered a little bit by Chef Joni over here.
Yeah, and I've been working in the university cafeteria, and we have been serving quite a bit of this enchilada, but without the potato. So potato is imported from his grandmother. So what I suggest was that we change the recipe a bit to make the potato baked crispy by making thin slices like this, okay, and then without cutting to the bottom. But I did severe one side, one part of it came apart, but it doesn't matter. Okay, now we will brush with oil. Also it's neutral oil, cooking oil, and we will brush rub it with oil. Okay, and if you want more flavorful, you can drizzle with butter also. Okay, and then after that you put it to bake. Yeah, that's the one. And then you can put butter over it, just drizzle over it, and then on the baking pan there is pepper and salt. Okay, so be generous with your salt, then it will come out flavorful. And then you put on a baking tray on a lined with parchment paper, and then you bake for 425 degrees for 40 minutes or more until it's crispy, like this. I've used up some of this, so you just have to tear it out when you want to use it. And so we are going to cook the sauce first. First we put some oil inside, and then fry the onions and garlic. So a quick stir.
Hold on, Joni, hold on. Okay, go.
A quick stir. We don't want the garlic to burn, so once it's a bit of flavorful or light yellow, you pour in the onion and just give a quick toss, and then add in all the other things that you need to put in. Some tomatoes. You can buy canned ones, and then This is chipotle in adobo sauce. It is also chopped, and then garlic a little bit, oregano a little bit, cumin a little bit, and then a little bit of chili powder, and just a bit of thickening, and then sauce in stock. And then you let it boil, bring to boil, and everything is soft. It's ready to be served. But if you like it liquid, you don't want all the onion in chunks and tomatoes in chunks, you can blend it.
Chef Joni, what are you doing over on that grill, over on the stovetop?
Okay, I'm going to fry the filling for the chicken enchilada.
So you're frying it?
Yeah, I'm frying it. I like the flavor when you fry fillings rather than raw. It gives the additional flavor of the fries.
Wow.
And
So what are
then-
you putting in your skillet now?
Now I put in some oil and then some garlic to
That's
get
what
the
smells
flavor
so
up.
great. It smells good.
Yeah, once the color, the flavor comes up, you don't have to wait until it turns brown. After this gets a slightly yellow and fragrant, the garlic is fragrant, you add in the onion. And then just give a quick stir. After that, you add in your chicken. Okay, a little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of chili powder, a little bit of cumin powder, and then add in your sauce that you made earlier. Just stir until the color changes a little. You don't want to overcook it. See, it turns white a little. Okay. Then you add in keep some of your sliced olive. There are green ones and there are also these are green, but I prefer to use a black one because they stand out better, more attractive for me. And then add in some green onion, and I like cilantro, so I will add some cilantro also, and some seasoning, and that's it. Ready to be filled. We don't want to overcook because we will be baking it, and so we don't want the filling to come out hard and dry. Okay? And so what we'll do is now to do the filling. We have already got the potato baked, and I separate them by seeing them through. And then what I'll do is to run the tortilla under oil. This I learned from somebody else, not from my cafeteria chef. And this will make the tortilla pliable and also not crusty after being baked. There are two types, and you can use any one, but I'm using the yellow one this time. So just a quick run through in the oil, hot oil, and then it's soft and pliable. You take it up and then you line this thing with the potato, and then a little bit of cheese, more cheese if you love a lot of cheese, and this is where I've already cooked earlier. It's not hot. And then I will just roll over, and then put it in. So now it's ready for baking. What I'll do is I'll spread with more sauce. And I'll keep the rest. I will reduce the sauce and make it thick, and then I will what do you call, serve it as a gravy. So top it up and then preheat your oven at 400. You just want to melt and also slightly cook the chicken inside. So up to you how much cheese you like. And then I want to top this. I think I'll keep that after baking. So this it comes out bubbly and the cheese melted. The thing is ready, and I have taken out one piece to serve. And I normally like to serve with the sauce, the enchilada sauce over it. And then, if you like, you can also serve with, make it fancy, and you can put dots, or you can drizzle over it. But I will just put a dot there of sour cream. And you can also serve with what you call salsa. I make my own salsa by roasting all the vegetables and chop them up, and then put lemon or balsamic acid, vinegar. And also, I see some people like to serve with avocado. So we have some sliced ones and some mashed ones. And then I like to top this with more colors. So olive is very healthy for your body, and so are some greens. And what I like about this, cilantro is my best friend. And then of course you can also put there a lemon or lime for them to squeeze if they like it sour. This is Chef Joni from the Cordon Bleu.
Okay, so what we're going to be doing now for the mixing flan, we're actually going to be putting all our ingredients into the mixer. So we're going to go ahead and start with some condensed milk. A little bit, but it's okay. Now for the condensed milk, you can get this pretty much anywhere in your supermarket. And it'll actually come out in the right amount that you're going to need for the Mexican flan. It'll be around 12 to 14 ounces. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do our egg yolks. And we're going to do about 3 of those. Okay, and then we're going to do 3 whole eggs as well. Okay, and then about a tablespoon of orange zest, a tablespoon of cornstarch, some vanilla extract, and a couple tablespoons of orange juice. Okay? So I'm just going to go ahead and attach the beater onto it. You can use a whisk on it, but I feel like the beater gets it a little bit better. Just going to go ahead and raise it up. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and start on a low setting. And then every now and then you're just going to pulse it up really quick and just let it turn really fast. Okay, once everything so that you get the mixture incorporated together properly. really fast. And then back down the setting. Up really fast. And back down the setting again. Do one more time. Go. We're just going to go ahead and turn it off. And this is what it should look like. It's all incorporated in there properly. There is going to be some foam, so with the foam, if we leave the foam in there and we pour it into the pan, it's going to go ahead and be really bubbly once it's done cooking. So we're going to want to do later on, we're going to go ahead and kind of whisk out the foam out of the top of it. Okay, so right here I'm going to go ahead and make the caramel sauce for our Mexican flan. So we're going to want about a medium saute pan, and then for the flame it's going to be around medium-high heat. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and put the sugar in here. And we're just going to distribute it evenly out. Now the sugar, what's going to happen to it, it's going to start getting really clumpy, very, very clumpy. So you're just gonna want to just keep mixing it and it'll eventually melt. Okay, so right here now the sugar's starting to clump up, but you can actually see, in the sides of the pans that it's actually starting to melt. It's fine that it clumps up. Just try to not brown it too fast because it will burn on you. So all you're gonna do is just keep mixing it around, and it'll eventually start melting a lot faster. And then it'll brown really quickly as well once it's fully melted. And then tools for this, you can use a wooden spoon, you can use a plastic spoon, you can use your plastic spatula if you really want to. I like using my spatula just because it's easier to push it around and then get on under the pan properly, and then it's also easy to clean after as well. And then yes, the caramel, if you leave it in the pan, it will stick to the pan and it will harden. So in order to prevent that, once you pour whatever rests of the caramel into our mold, you're going to go ahead and put some water in it and just kind of heat it up and mix it up, and then you're just going ahead and empty it out. And as you can see here, it's already starting to disintegrate and become like a liquid. And you can see a lot of the clumps are starting to evaporate into the liquid as well. It's a little bit faster. It will. You can even press on to the remaining sugars that are in here, just so that you can get the heat to melt it faster. Alright, so we're going to want to quickly throw the caramel into here. Okay. Try to get as much as you can possible. Spread it evenly in here. Alright, and what we're going to want to do, we're just going to want to put some water in here. Just to cool down the pan, and so that the caramel doesn't really stick to the pan that bad. Just see it over it. Flame again, just a low flame. Just let it sit in there for a little bit. And then with our mixture, what we're going to want to do, we're just going to go ahead and pour it in there. And then after that, just kind of Make sure that we preheat our oven at 420 degrees. Just gonna go ahead and what you're gonna want to do, you're gonna go ahead and get a roasting pan. You're gonna pour some water in there, not too much because the water will make the flan undercooked. So you're gonna want to put it probably a little bit below halfway of the mold, and then you're just gonna want to set it in there and then put it in there for about 45 minutes to an hour.
Go.
Okay, so what I'm going to be doing now, I've already let the flan rest for about 4 hours. So what we're going to go ahead and do, if you have like a paring knife or an offset, you're just going to go around this, the edge of the mold, and you're just going to cut around it, and you're just going to separate the flan from the mold. You're going to get a plate, you're going to just set it on top of it, and you're just going to flip it over. Okay? Count on it a couple times so it falls out. If it doesn't come out, you can grab maybe some kind of spatula or something and just try to, oh, there we go. And here we have it. We have our flan. Now the caramel will drizzle out of it, and it's gonna, as you can see, it's gonna have to look all nice and beautiful and spread evenly out. It'll look really nice. If you want to try it, you're gonna just take a little piece off of it on the side. Oh my gosh, it's really good. And there you go. We have our Mexican flan. Okay. So again, my name is Chef Phillip Gomez, and I am signing off. Thank you.